Okay, another refresher going back to earlier algebra courses, we have determining the value of slope in the xy coordinate system. And we have by definition the slope of a non-vertical line passing through 2 points x1, y1, and x2, y2 is going to be where we have m is equal to delta y over delta x is equal to y2 minus y1 all over x2 minus x1, where the values of x1 and x2 are going to be different from each other. And keep in mind that all ordered pairs, once again, are of the form xy, and so again, x1 and x2 cannot be equal to each other, and so we have for the slope of a non-vertical line. Now, let's say that if x1 and x2 were to be the same, well, you would have x2 minus x1, the denominator of the fraction will be equal to 0, and any fraction that has 0 on the bottom is going to be undefined, and so that is what would await the fate of this particular slope. And the type of slope that is going to, or I should say the type of line that is going to have a slope that is undefined is going to be the characteristic of a line that is vertical. And now for all other types of lines, again, we have conceptually, slope is referred to as vertical change with respect to horizontal change. I guess I need to add the S here. Okay, so we have conceptually, slope is referred to as vertical change with respect to horizontal change. And for what we have regarding slope, okay, there are some situations now, even though the slope might be defined, okay, it is going to be one of these following characteristics. Okay, now the slope might be positive, and a line that has positive slope will move up as it proceeds from left to right. Okay, so you have proceeding upward as the line progresses from left to right. And if you have a situation where the slope is going to be negative, in this case a line that has negative slope will move downward as it proceeds from left to right. It's kind of like maybe the value of a stock that is going down, okay, as trading activity goes on throughout the day. And if there is no change, okay, you're going to have a line that will have zero slope, and that is going to be, now zero slope is defined, and this will be the characteristic of a line that is going to run in horizontal fashion. Okay, so we have continuous x motion, okay, but there will be no change in y, no vertical change whatsoever. And just as a quick run through in terms of slope, okay, where we have a non-vertical line as well as a non-horizontal line. Okay, let's say that if you were to determine the slope of a line that passes through, let's say the ordered pairs -1, 5 and 4, 8, and again keep in mind that all ordered pairs are of the form x and y. Okay, and since -1, 5 is given first, we can just label that as x1, y1, and since 4, 8 is given subsequently, we can identify this as x2, y2. Now you can switch the order of the coordinates, and we say that could be the second ordered pair, and 4, 8 could be the first ordered pair, and still the slope is going to be the same. And for what we have in the case of the slope, again, you have designating what we have here. x1 is -1, y1 is 5, x2 is 4, y2 is 8, and utilizing our slope algorithm, we have y2 minus y1, which will be 8 minus 5, x2 minus x1, we have 4 minus -1. 8 minus 5 is 3, and 4 minus -1 is going to change over to 4 plus 1, which is going to be a 5. And so we have for the slope, this will be a non-integer value, which will be at 3/5. So this is going to be a positive slope, and the manner of motion is going to be, in this case, you're going to have the line to be moving upward if the line were to proceed from left to right, and so the manner of motion will be going up 3 and out to the right 5 units. And just as a quick illustration of what we have for the line that passes through these 2 points, again we have -1, 5 and 4, 8 as 2 points through which the line passes. And for the slope, you have the pattern going up 3 and out to the right 5. So you can think of this like going up a staircase. Okay, so you have from -1, 5 to 4, 8, we have along the pattern of going up 3 to the right 5. So we have -1, 5 to 4, 8. And if we were to add in yet another point, so we go from 4, 8 to the next point, if we maintain the consistency of going up 3 and out to the right 5. Okay, so going up 3, we have the y value is going to change from 8 to 8 plus 3, which would be 11. And in the case of the x value, we have out to the right 5, so you have 4 plus 5 is going to be 9. And so we have, as a third possible point, that is going to be on this line, we have x at 9 and y at 11.